Hey there, so today I want to return to the wonderful world of entertainment. And the reason I say entertainment is because this isn't solely hashtag I stand with Vic, hashtag KICKVIC, dealing with the Vic Mignogna situation. No, it goes into comic books and on. Really what this is the targeting of a YouTuber, bringing in all of these names from the past, basically showcasing channel awesome alumni again, because these folks, when they go and circle the wagons, well, they do it for the worst of things. I'm amazed seeing this stuff too, considering the people that have been out there calling for the mass flagging of channels and on, or supporting this, they have channels themselves. They have something to lose in that. And when they set the table for reprehensible displays of behavior, yeah, well, when there's a follow-through on that and it actually gets worse and worse, don't be surprised when it hits something that you care about too. See, that's why I say about this stuff. Number one, it hasn't gotten to its bottom. If you think these people have gotten to their worst, they haven't yet. And number two, as they keep doubling down and they keep acting more reprehensible, they don't think, hey, this stuff, it could happen to me as well. Someone could target my channel as well. Someone could go out and do the exact same thing I'm talking about to me. Because if they did, maybe they would wake up. But then again, I don't know. Now, before I cover this situation, though, if you do like this kind of content, if you say to yourself, that umbrella guy, I love what you do. I love your channel. Well, first of all, thank you. I appreciate you. Second of all, make sure you're subbed. Make sure that you hit that bell for daily notifications. And if you want to go further, if you love this channel, links are in the description. One of those links, of course, is the Case of the Littlest Umbrella. This is an all ages Lovecraftian tale, so you can have a lot of fun with it. And well, the Brigaders out there, yeah, the Brigaders, they didn't like that. That's what they do. They try to shut down everything. They try to flag down everything. You make a comic book. You make one for all ages. You make one because you have a kid yourself and you're a parent. You want to be able to enjoy it with your kid and you want everyone else to enjoy something. Yeah, they have to try to destroy that. They have to destroy everything because that's who they are. That's the same thing that we're talking about in this situation that really we're picking up with after this. So if you missed out, summarizing what's here, MARZGURL basically calls for people to go out and to hunt down who Yellow Flash is. You can see that right here. That would mean I would like to be able and basically just tell Yellow Flash to cut it out, send him a cease and desist, but the problem is we don't know who Yellow Flash is or where he lives. So, you need to help me with that. They throw out their fan theory on 616, which is really hilarious. They throw out all of this stuff. And, of course, they talk about money. Hey, if you want to give me money, then. Now, I find this to be absolutely amazing anyhow, because not only are they noting publicly, hey, help me hunt for the docs of someone but they don't realize that this opens themselves up for deposition. They could have to go out and to explain exactly what they've done when they've brigaded against somebody from January to February to March to April, going into May, targeting their mothers, going out and on. I mean, they would have to open themselves up for that. And of course, they're not going to go through with the litigation thing. They're not going to go through and try to follow that up. But if they found a Yellow Flash, you better believe that they would drop his docs in a heartbeat to try to intimidate and knock him offline. That's who these folks are. Now, they've already gone out and spread ideas too. Here's one that we're going to link with Linkara in this kind of stuff. Here you have them talking to Renfamous, talking about the mean old comic stabber because Yellow Flash, he cuts up comics he doesn't like. Now, they try to go out and they try to frame this in a million different ways. Uranist, Europhobe. Oh my God, he cut up that comic book, sticking his knife into it right there because there was a POC on the front. They've actually said that too. They will take specific frames of a shot and try to make it look like he's going out and aiming for specific characters because. And the because, well, fill in the current year blanks. Now, when you look at the people that have done other things in the past, destroying comic books and on, channel awesome alumni. Linkara, he's one of them. He's one of the people that has gone out and done this kind of thing, but when he's asked about it, yeah, there always has to be some kind of spin. So somebody says, so cutting up comic books is mentally ill, but burning bad comics is A-OK. I smell hypocrisy, Linkara. So Linkara decides to actually respond to this. Funny thing is, I don't actually resort to burning comics that often. So number one, I do this, but hey, I don't do it that often. Okay, but you still do it, right? And I've made it very clear that it's because it's my own personal property. So what are you trying to say here? So Yellow Flash, he goes out and, because he's fill in the blanks, he's going out and what? Knocking down a quote unquote person of color, stealing their comic book? Is he taking it from children? Is he going out and robbing stores? The guy goes out, he buys comic books, and if he doesn't like them, he likes to destroy them. Oh my God, what a monster. Just like you did. So I think we've hit that. Answer. It's my own personal protest and reserved for the things that I find absolutely heinous. Same thing there. It is a personal protest saying this is a garbage tier work. So I don't see exactly how you find a difference there. But of course, your difference is going to be included in because istphobe and what have you. So the last time I did so was Frank Miller's work. We're talking about, of course, Holy Terror. Something that these folks brigaded against because it was an absolutely disgustingly bigoted and racist story that I refuse to ever own again. So, because it fits my criteria, so I can put qualifiers on it, I should be able to go out and destroy it. But that guy over there, let's see what we say on that. When I was younger, I did stuff like rip apart Countdown or stab it with a toy dagger, but then I grew the hell up. Okay, so if you go out and do that, Linkara could do that because Linkara hadn't grown up yet. But when you go out and do something, you're just a man baby. You're just one of those people that backs the bigoted and racist stuff out there. And I certainly didn't direct it at specific characters like a freaking serial killer. So I'm directing there, directing at a specific character. Can you see that idea? I don't direct at that, but that other guy does. Can you imagine that kind of spin? That's what I'm saying with these folks. They go out and they try to spin the things, like say a Yellow Flash does. They try to say that guy there, he was doing this because. And because he's aiming at its specific characters. He's cutting that up like a serial killer. Man, you guys are cringy. No wonder Channel Awesome failed. No wonder it failed with people like you at the helm. Anyway, continuing on. Not that any of this matters anyhow, because I'm not part of a massive hate campaign to harass a woman, so F off with that. Basically, I am not out here criticizing someone that went down and burned someone's life out. I didn't go and I didn't actually have anything to say about that when they decided to set someone's occupation on fire and more. What's really interesting about that is someone like Linkara, they could be blamed for anything at any time too. God knows what kind of skeletons are in these kind of people's closets. We do know what kind of fanfic that this guy has written. I mean, if you want to find out what kind of stuff that they've promoted in the past, well, go out and look up things like what they wrote on certain XXX sites, certain things that they've put into comics like The Lightbringer, how obsessed they are with R to the A to the P to the E over and over again in their comic books, how they basically go out and they spin this kind of stuff, in interviews and on for years. But of course, They're the good guys out there. They're the good guys because 280 character culture, burning someone down, that's okay. And well, when you're going to go out and call someone dangerous, when you're going to go out and try to point that finger and try to silence someone, what better than to stand with old friends? For myself, when I see this kind of stuff, when I see a person's name brought up over and over again with this threat of trying to force capitulation and silence, I think, wow, yet another Channel Awesome alumni getting involved in something that, well, they've taken shots at the periphery. They've done it on other sites, but them coming out and doing that now, yeah, good show there. But then again, this guy, I know that he hates Yellow Flash anyway. Why? Because Dale Flash actually has the audacity to speak his mind and laugh at these people and does not kowtow to what they want. I think that's the biggest thing within this, not kowtowing to what other folks want. Because if you go and you decide to walk your own path, if you decide that their path isn't for you, well, they'll find reasons. They'll find reasons to criticize you, reasons that look just like what they do. You can see their actions there comparatively. I burned something, you cut it up with a knife. Hey, I used to stab stuff with a toy dagger, but anyway, you tell me what you think about this stuff. Man, I get to where I really don't like these folks. All of them. They show who and what they are so well that it makes you think, yeah, I'm glad that I have nothing to do with them whatsoever. But anyhow, you tell me what you think about this stuff again. So if you do like this kind of content, as I say, well, you can check out the links in the description. You make sure that you're subbed. Make sure, basically, that you can catch on if you want, if you want to. I appreciate you showing up, period. You being here basically makes an endeavor possible. So I do appreciate you. If you want to go further, as I said, there are things like the case of the littlest umbrella. This has been doing well. I appreciate everyone that has shown support. I'll be interested to see exactly how far it can go. It's been pretty exciting to see. And it's been exciting to see the response to the brigading and on trying to destroy it, saying, yeah, we support our own stuff. These crazies out there, they can't shut anything down, even though they think they can. Leave your comments, too, on this kind of thing. I'm curious about how you take this, what exactly you think about people with skeletons like that, like they have in their closet that we know about, coming out and saying, well, because. I'm curious how you go with that, pro or con. As I said before, I appreciate you showing up too. You make endeavors possible. So I want to end by thanking you. So thank you. I appreciate you. And we'll do this again very soon. Thanks.